In the past couple of weeks, we made a video covering what would happen if the Prime Sinister attacked the Skibidi Wars universe. And truth be told, that video turned out to be a real banger, as the Skibidi Wars' best fighters were able to give it their all and managed to come out victorious. But in today's video, we're taking things a step further and see what happens if the Sinister attacked the Skibidi Zombieverse next. So get ready, because not only are things going to be extremely wild, there's going to be a lot of bullying as well. Alright, so let's get started. Right after the Sinister exits the Skibidi Wars universe, he instantly discovers another verse with so much potential. And what can I say? He wasn't wrong. The zombie universe has lots of good guys with insane fighting skill, abilities, and overall strength. But for this fight, only the best of the best are chosen. We've got the Siren Titan, the Monster Upclock Titan, Gman, the Zombie Camera, Drill Titan, and of course, the Plague Doctor himself. At first glance, you might think the Sinister would just instantly destroy every single character who tries to stop him, but that wouldn't be the case here, because these guys would be working together and are also considered broken individually. Take Gman, for example. Bro is hands down one of the best fighters across all fandoms and has a lot of bully count to back that up. He took on both the Siren and Zombie TV at the same time, and he was the only one still standing. He's got a lot of techniques that can be useful in this fight, like his turbo form, which significantly boosts all his stats, granting him broken gadgets, and my favorite, his atomic slash, which could pretty much be a last resort. This guy would definitely thrive on the front lines. However, a single front line wouldn't be able to cut it, which is why the Drill Titan has to step in. And Bro isn't one to joke with, as he's basically brute strength itself, mixed with an insane ability. This guy came in and violated his base version effortlessly, and when we thought it was over, he completely bullied the Siren Titan. His insane physical stats and durability would be a massive asset here, and together with Jimmy, they'd be throwing hands with Sinister. But we both know the Sinister wouldn't be throwing hands with anyone for long. Not when he's got time abilities, and not just any time ability, the best one yet. However, with a good Clock Titan on their hands, things might just go smoothly. The Monster Upclock Titan is nowhere near Sinister in terms of abilities, but from what we've seen, this guy has a lot to bring to the table. He was able to restore G-Man back to full health for their final fight, so he could just do the same here. He has time grenades that could stop time. He can see into the future, so he's basically the eyes and ears for his teammates. And similar to what happened with Clockwise, he might be able to reduce the Sinister's time abilities, even if it's just a little. And I'm putting him in the back lines, as he's by far the most important. However, we are far from the best of the best if we haven't mentioned the Zombie Camera, the GOAT. Even before his infection, Bro has been stacking up bodies literally. I know he got violated by the Zombie TV that one time, but he was done. After his upgrades, this guy took on both the Drill Titan and Zombie Speaker at the same time, and it wasn't even a close fight. I'm talking straight up bullying, smacking, and all that good stuff. Bro has a lot of aura, and don't even get me started with his ridiculous gadgets, like his plasma bomb, which I'm sure the Sinister's durability wouldn't be too happy about. However, he got infected and lost some aura, but that didn't make him weak. He now has an EMP core blast and insane physical stats. Add that together with the Siren Titan's broken ability, and they might just get the job done. You see, the Siren Titan is one of the most unique and at the same time underrated characters in the show. And truth be told, he doesn't have many feats. But the chance he got, Bro showed us how brutal things could get. He has an ability to steal other Titans' abilities for a short time, which I think would be the most deadly if used correctly. He has a base time stop immunity, and to top it all off, Bro could use an EMP blast, which shuts down pretty much anything within his range. I wonder if that applies to the time nukes. Anyways, the leader of this counterattack is the Plague Doctor himself, and I think his abilities are pretty basic. He is able to control zombies, has access to all the zombified Titans, and has the ability to infect others, bringing in more boys to the gang, plus a very unique transformation which boosts his speed and physical strength. So, with all that being said, it's time to ask the most important question. Could the Titans from Monster Up stop the Sinister? Well, for this fight to be as interesting as possible, we're considering every single Titan in their prime. This would mean Jimmy would already be in his turbo form, the Monster Upclock has a full energy tank, and the rest of the guys are in full health. Okay, so the battle begins, and the Titans waste no time. Jimmy enters his turbo form while the Monster Up clock keeps his distance, waiting for the right moment to use his time abilities. The Plague Doctor summons his army, causing a distraction and leaving the rest to the front lines. And that's the signal for the big guys. The Drill Titan charges right at Sinister, and he's able to land a fatal hit, while the Turbo Gman goes in for the kill, landing his own attacks. But we've all seen this before. An illusion. The real Sinister ambushes their clock from behind, but like I said, this guy is their eyes and ears, so he's able to see right through this and dodges Sinister's sword attacks. But before you come at me, the zombie camera sees an opening and attacks the real Sinister, while the Siren follows from behind, looking for that opportunity to steal his abilities. The front lines also attack at the same time, leaving no room for Sinister to react or use his illusions. Sinister, having no other choice, uses his black hole barrage, which sends everyone flying, and because of that, the Drill Titan is killed, while the zombie camera and Gman are severely injured. However, when the smoke from the explosion clears, Sinister sees that the Siren has stolen a fragment of his ability during the clash. So, he decides to get serious and uses his ultimate time stop, which completely freezes everything in time. The only ones left able to move are the Monster Up Clock Titan and the Siren Titan due to their unique traits. Sinister uses the Astral Sword and defeats the Siren Titan, then waits for the Clock Titan's energy to run out, and finishes the job. Sinister is the only one standing after the fight, and time returns back to normal. Jimmy then sees that all hope is lost and decides to use his last resort. He charges towards Sinister and goes all nuclear, destroying every single thing in sight. Sinister is also heavily damaged, so he drops his time nuke and leaves the battlefield, seeing as there's no one left to stop it. In the end, even the best fighters of the Skibidi zombie-verse couldn't put an end to the Sinister, but they actually came close, which is no mere feat, to be honest. Check out this video to see how strong the Prime Sinister really is.